All right, if you sell on multiple online marketplaces, you know exactly the feeling I'm talking about. You're making sales, things are moving, but then you look at your bank account and the numbers just don't add up. Today we're going to dive into exactly why that happens, and way more importantly, how to fix it for good, turning all that accounting chaos into perfect clarity.
I mean, this is the big mystery, isn't it? You pull all your sales reports from Amazon, Shopify, eBay, Etsy, and you add it all up. Over $82,000. You're thinking, heck yeah. But then you look at the actual cash that hit your bank, and it's less than $71,000. It seriously feels like you've been robbed.
That's a gap of over $11,500. Just gone. Now, the good news is it probably wasn't stolen. The bad news, it's buried in a complex, tangled web of hidden fees, refunds, ad costs, and returns. And of course, every single platform reports it differently. This number right here, this is the chaos in your books.
And you know what? This whole problem just snowballs with every new channel you add. Each marketplace has its own completely unique and, let's be honest, confusing way of paying you and charging you. So it's not one problem. It's four totally distinct, overlapping headaches, each with its own weird business logic. Let's start with the big one, Amazon. They pay you every 2 weeks in one giant lump sum. But inside that one deposit, they've bundled hundreds of orders, referral fees, FBA fulfillment costs, storage costs, and even your advertising spend. Trying to match a single sale from 2 weeks ago to that one deposit, it is an absolute nightmare. Now, Shopify seems simpler with daily payouts, right? But it's got its own little trap. A deposit you get on a Tuesday doesn't just represent Monday sales. Oh no, it might have refunds from last week, minus payment processing fees, and even a tiny slice of your monthly subscription. It's all just blended together. And then there's eBay, which throws a time delay puzzle at you. You get a deposit for a sale pretty quickly, which is great. But then, weeks later, bam, eBay sends you a separate, massive invoice for all of last month's final value fees. So your cash flow looks amazing one day and then takes a huge hit 3 weeks later. And finally, Etsy. They deposit weekly, and they deduct this whole menu of different fees right from the payout to keep it simple for sellers. Transaction fees, processing fees, listing fees, ad costs, you name it. Plus, the way they handle sales tax can really throw a wrench in your bookkeeping if you're not paying close attention. Okay, now this slide, this is where it all comes crashing together. We're looking at the exact same product, sold on the same day, across all 4 channels. Just look at the gross profit alone. It ranges from a little over $9 on Amazon to more than $21 on Etsy. It's the same item, but it has 4 completely different financial realities. Insane.
And this chart just drives the point home. For that one water bottle, you make over twice the profit on Etsy than you do on Amazon. If your accounting system is just lumping all your deposits together into sales, you have absolutely no idea this is happening. You're flying blind. Your P&L statement, it's basically a work of fiction.
So how in the world do we fix this mess? The answer is a really elegant accounting concept called a clearing account. It's a surprisingly simple idea that brings beautiful order to all of this multi-channel chaos. This right here is the aha moment. Think of a clearing account like a temporary waiting room for your money. When you make a sale, the full amount, the gross sale, goes into this account first. It doesn't go straight to revenue. It just sits there, waiting until the marketplace pays you and you can account for every single fee and deduction.
The process is actually beautiful in its simplicity. 1, you record the total gross sale into the clearing account. 2, you record your cost of goods sold. 3, when that big settlement report comes, you subtract all the fees, every single one, from the clearing account and categorize them properly. And 4, you record the final bank deposit, which also comes out of the clearing account. And if you did it right, the account balance is 0. Perfect reconciliation.
So here's the bottom line. The wrong way, the trap so many people fall into, is booking that net deposit from Amazon as your sales revenue. This completely understates your true sales and it makes all your fees invisible. The right way records the full gross sale first, giving you a true picture of your top line, and then it makes every single fee a separate, visible expense. It's the difference between flying blind and having a crystal clear dashboard for your business.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. That sounds like a ton of manual work. And you know what? You'd be right. But this is where the real magic comes in. We can automate this entire process. We can move from the what, the concept, to the how, and put this whole system on autopilot.
So here's how it works, high level. First, a system uses the official APIs to automatically pull all of your transaction data. No more downloading reports. Second, an AI orchestration layer acts like a universal translator. It takes all those different, messy report formats, makes sense of them, and generates the correct accounting entries. And finally, it uses the QuickBooks API to post everything perfectly, already categorized. Zero manual data entry.
So what's the big payoff for all this? It's what we've been talking about this whole time. We go from that chaos we started with, that feeling of not knowing where your money went, to absolute, total clarity. You can finally answer the most important questions about your business with 100% confidence.
And with that clarity, you get this. This is the Holy Grail, a true SKU-level profitability report. For our water bottle, you can see over 30 days exactly how many you sold on each channel, the total revenue, and most importantly, the actual profit margin. Look at that. Amazon drove the most sales, but Etsy and Shopify were dramatically more profitable. Just let that sink in for a second.
This isn't just a boring accounting exercise. This data unlocks incredibly powerful strategic decisions. Let's take advertising spend optimization. With this report, you might see you're spending $1,000 on Amazon ads to get a $9 profit per sale, but only $100 on Etsy ads for a $21 profit. You know instantly where to shift your ad budget to maximize your return. It's that direct and that impactful.
So I'll just leave you with this question. If you had this level of clarity, if you knew the true profit of every single product on every single channel, right now, what's the first thing you would change in your business tomorrow?